Well, the family get a news report a minute dance 20 minutes later. Today is Freedom Friday in my city, Chicago, December 30th, 2022. I went to the Area 19 AA headquarters downtown in my city, Chicago, and I bought this pendant right here for about $12. The time on it is 1:21, as you can see. And they gave me this book because I flipped it to page 171. Now, at the time, I didn't know it said 167 or whatever. And my mother, the year she was born, 1927, real talk. And the 121, when I got home, I flipped the book to page 73 because I was in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper at the age of 6 in 1973, and it's talking about Maryland. Now, this say room, City Hall, 121. Nothing happens in this world by mistake. And I'm gonna keep going because it's past the time that I was trying to do, but I'll do a shorter version or whatever for TikTok. I flipped the Bible open earlier to 2 Kings chapters 4 and 5. I put right here on my mama. This is part chapter 3, verse 27, and it says, "Then he took his eldest son that should have reigned in his stead, and offered him for a burnt offering upon the wall. And there was great indignation against Israel, and they departed from him and returned to their own land." Now, my brother, Emmanuel, my only brother that I know of, he couldn't do it, so my higher power sent me, merely, you got a news reporter and originator of rap music since the age of 1975 to finish the job, I guess, because my brother is not equipped to run this situation because he's still indulging in drinking, drugging, and smoking, and I just had 25 years of sobriety Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it, real talk, because I went through a whole lot. So this is Area 19. They try to take 19 years of sobriety to me, the police back in the day when I was staying sober in 2016, had me sleeping on the floor, and I believe my brother was behind it. But when you got an addiction, you'll do any and everything and stuff, real talk, especially if there's a lot of money involved. But I just want you to see the 1927. Yeah, she was born on the same day as Whitney Houston. August the 9th, 1927. Yep. Ain't that something? So this book, by it having Pennsylvania on it, I became the first girl head teamster at the East Coast Wagon Train program called Vision Quest. And this say Pennsylvania right here. Now, I wasn't even trying to, get this book. They gave me this book because, I flipped the book, book open. I guess they was kind of impressed or whatever and stuff. And I didn't want to put them on video because, it's supposed to be anonymous or whatever. But if you go down to the aerial place in Chicago, 180 North Wabash, Suite 305, and just, reference this video in this book. It's called Pennsylvania Curiosities. You know what they say, curiosity killed the cat, but God brought him back. Now, I got railroaded on Clark and Devon, May 31st, 2008, for so-called disarming a police officer, something I did not do. And the person that wrote this book is named Clark D. Leon. Now, Leon Baker Redmond is my foster father, real talk. And, he told me back in the day that, I had his sympathy because this go way back, this about 50 years almost and stuff. I've been trying to get my story out, but I got railroaded on Clark and Devon. So what's the odds of this person being named Clark, and then you got the D and the Leon? So yeah, this the people right here that wrote it or whatever. Long story short, I never lose. I was like, I can't leave this, building downtown Queso, I said, it's got to be a book in here. It's, I want to flip the book and see, because people didn't believe that my sobriety is on Christmas and that I have 25 years of sobriety. You understand what I'm saying? And I proved it, and that's why they gave me this book. So if you got this book, we're page 73 and 171. Now, if you flip the one, if you change the 171 around, you got, 711. And people are gambling with their lives in sobriety when they need to be taking it more seriously and stuff. Real talk. Because a gift is from God and surprise to kill you. And I appreciate the gift that they gave me. It's the gift that keep on giving. So they say go to page 167. So this 167, they talk about the Black Babe Ruth. See, I believe everybody, was a color person, just like this here coin that I got. It was white and I painted it colored. Why? Because I'm a color gal. You understand what I'm saying? It's got 24 hours, because we all got 24 hours. Even though I have 25 years of sobriety, I felt like this was more practical for the newcomer to achieve than trying to reach 25 years and get discouraged. On the back it says, you're always one decision away from a totally different life. So be careful out there, drinking, drugging, or whatever you're doing and stuff, because a lot of people don't make it back. So when the police try to take 19 years of sobriety from me on the Cook County Jail psych ward for no apparent reason other than jealousy, I could have died from the drugs they gave me. My heart could have went into shock or whatever the case may be. They didn't care, but my higher power did, and that's why I was able to do what I do. You understand what I'm saying? Do what I did. Real talk. But the fact that it got the year my mother was born and 67 right here, is mind-boggling. And the fact that on page 73, it got the same, it got the 121, just like on the receipt, miracle after miracle after miracle. In AA, they say don't leave before the miracle happen. Now, in this Bible, 2 Kings chapter 4 and 5, I want you to read 1 through 10, though. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, it talk about going to their own land. You understand what I'm saying? Chapter 3, 2 Kings, verse 27. They supposed to have split the money up that we made, and everybody went back to their respectable, homes and stuff, and everybody lived happily ever after. Otherwise, we just going around in circles and stuff, and I have yet to get what I worked my butt off for, and that's, everything that the devil stole from me, real talk. So y'all pray for me, because right here it says pay up. That's what I wrote, pay up, real talk. You understand? But if you read it, Oprah sung a song, we're gonna run on and see what the end gonna be. It's time for her to start running, because it's not a joke, Oprah. You still drinking, indulging, so you don't know about the spiritual path that real people are on, obviously. And they talk about a child dying and coming back to life, and Oprah said that her child had died. You understand what I'm saying? Or whatever the case was. I don't know about all that, but maybe God is trying to tell us something, and stay off my trail and get it together. It says, Lord, pardon thy servant in this thing. This is verse 18, chapter 5. Now, all they had to do was pardon me for the wrongs they had done, but for some reason, people still think, I'm a game, a joke, or whatever, but come 2023, it's all about me, and I suggest y'all do the same thing. And with that, this is your Ghetto News reporter, Mary Lee. That's when the Mary Lee, step your game up, take it one day at a time, and you too can, have as many years as you want. You understand what I'm saying? To thy own self be true. Peace.